So in theory, you should be able to digest just about any type of food you put in your mouth, but changes in food processing and preparation, not to mention lifestyle, means our stomachs don't always react well to those things. So before you change what you eat, it's important to know how your body works, in fact, through the process of digestion and why it reacts how it does. Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so we're talking about the whole process.
Yes, when it comes to digestion, you know, it's so true, you are what you eat.
Okay.
But when we think about digestion, it's also what we absorb and eliminate that we want to think about.
Okay.
So I partnered with the Canadian Health Food Association, and we developed a digestive roadmap that takes you through the stages of digestion, along with tips and tricks. You can find it on our website, chfa.ca.
Okay.
We know that the first stage of digestion happens in our mouth when we chew our food.
Right.
So those enzymes in our saliva, we want to make sure they have a chance to actually break down the food.
Okay, so you can actually eat something to make that happen?
Yes, we want to
Okay.
make sure that we're taking the time to break down the food, chew our food properly. When we swallow our food, it gets into our stomach. That's when we have problems with gas, bloating, heartburn.
Okay, so really when you wolf down your food, it is a problem. It's
Yes.
like saying, well, he inhaled it.
No,
That's not good for him.
It's very true,
Okay.
because that when we chew too quickly, we don't chew the food properly. We take in too much air.
And then am I working my stomach harder that way, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
We're having more problems. And we also know that people who have heartburn can have triggers. So we've got some triggers here.
These are all the things I love in life. Okay, so acidic and spicy foods.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk over here.
So acidic foods, spicy foods,
Yum, 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 yum.
tomatoes, alcohol, coffee,
So
unfortunately.
wine and coffee. This is almost all of the food groups I work under. I'm joking, it's not true. But I do notice, especially red wine is almost an instantaneous one for me. I love red wine, but like the acid starts almost immediately.
So-
What's going on in that process? Your body is reacting, right? And
Yes.
over making too much acid.
Yes, too much acid. So we definitely want to avoid these foods, especially at night,
Okay.
if we have problems with heartburn. Then once the food makes its way through from our stomach into our intestine,
Yeah.
this is when probiotics and our good gut health is so important.
Okay.
So I've brought some examples of
Let's do this.
probiotics.
Yep.
There's lots of great examples at your health food store that you can find. Really, we want to make sure that good gut bacteria is in check.
Right.
We can also eat fermented foods.
Everybody's talking about fermented foods these days. What does it do for you?
Fermented foods are so great. They help, they're high in probiotics. They also help us our foods become more bioavailable. So I have examples of sauerkraut, kimchi, even products that you can find at your local health food store that actually have fermented ingredients right in it.
All right.
So
good deal. What am I going to make today?
We're going to make a kefir lime pudding.
Ooh.
It takes 2 seconds to make. It's healthy, nutritious, and delicious. So
Let me tell you, first of all, the things that you brought here today, the smell is just unbelievable. It's like being in a garden. It smells great.
So we're going to start by
All of it?
Yes,
Okay.
3 cups. This is again high in probiotics, so great.
If someone doesn't know what kefir is it's sort of like yogurt,
It's
right?
sort of like yogurt, yes, but a little bit more of a watery consistency. Also, typically higher than with higher probiotic.
Oh yeah, and I like it better personally. Okay, so this is lime, and then it goes.
Quarter cup of lime
Okay.
juice, right, all in there, and then a quarter cup of honey. Again, this recipe is available on our website, chfa.ca. This honey is going to give our recipe a nice sweet flavor.
Sounds good.
Then we have a tablespoon of chia meal that you can just throw right in there.
Right
yes.
in there, okay.
Yeah, and then some lime zest. And then this is going to be our final avocado. I know it's going to help give our mousse a nice creamy
And good fats
consistency.
too,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Here
So
we go.
important.
In it goes.
So
Okay.
all we would do is we just toss this in the blender. It literally takes, seconds. We blend it all up here.
And we've got a pudding.
a pudding. That's all we need to do. So we just pour it into our little containers. It makes between 4 and 6 servings. You
Good.
want to let it sit in the fridge for about half an hour.
Okay.
Then you can top it with some nice coconut
Is
chips.
this it here? Boy, it looks
Yes.
good.
And I've got some almonds. Help yourself. Let us know.
I'm
what you
going to have a
think.
little bit if that's okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try that right there. And this is helping your digestive process.
It's great, nutritious and delicious. Makes a great dessert or breakfast the next day. Isn't it wonderful?
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Really good. It's very, what's the word for this? Tart.
Yes.
Delicious. I love tart. Big time. Thank you very much, Michelle Book, with
Thanks,
some
Jeff.
good information, taking care of our bodies from start to finish. We don't have to concentrate on the finish, just the start. It was good. Thank you very much for that.
Thank
All
you.
right.